after this. Batman. Good boy. That's it, 2 runs. He's starting to get hard enough. So, update for today. Been in here. Students haven't shown up. Have had a morning meeting, our regular morning meeting, and then just had another meeting with the deputy and careers advisor in preparation for subject selections. I've been working on trying to get the new subject selection process up and running. Been in contact with the support group for our timetable software because we try to see if we can do some online booking systems using them for the parents so that we can do online interviews with the parents and kids in preparation for subject selection. Our careers advisor said that her daughter's school was able to do it, so we're going to try and see if we can get that set up because it looks like we're going to be doing this all remotely. Today's figures were, I think, 110 new cases in Sydney, and 43 of those cases were out in the community while infectious. So the numbers jumped up. I think we've had 5 deaths so far in this latest outbreak in the last, which has been going for like, what, 5 and a bit weeks? No, this latest outbreak has been going for 3 and a bit weeks, and we've had 5 deaths. And the latest one was a woman in her 50s who, as it turned out, happened to be the mother of two of the removalists who knew that they were COVID positive and decided to still go work and worked out in regional New South Wales. So they've caught it, brought it home, given it to their mum, who refused to go into hospital for any sort of COVID care, and she died within 3 days. So this new COVID, like Delta variant, they say you don't get all the, sometimes you might not get all the leading up symptoms like the Alpha variant or the original variant. And so people catch it, might actually show many symptoms, and then it just goes you. So it's lunchtime, so I'm going to go get something to eat because I've got Year 12 after lunch, and I've noticed that some of my class have been logging in with some of their other subjects earlier this morning. So it'll be interesting if they show up this afternoon. Someone's just kicking back. Oh, sorry, mate. Just kicking back with me in the study. Well, it's been an interesting morning. Had morning meetings, had class with a couple of kids. We're still trying to figure out what's happening with the HSC. We've got to modify exams. I'd love to be watching the news conference right now, but our power just went out for no apparent reason. I mean, it's a beautiful day. There's no wind, no storm, and the power just blipped out when I was in the middle of an online chat with a whole stack of other workshop teachers, and everything froze. And then I noticed that the power had gone out in the room. I thought maybe I tripped something, and then no, power was out in the other sections of the house. Came down to the panel, checked the panel. Panel is all on. So I rung the power company, and they've just basically said they're aware of outages in the area and they're trying to rectify the fault. No explanation. There shouldn't be construction anywhere because construction's been banned. Like, it's been shut down during lockdown. So I can't understand why the power would have just suddenly dropped out. So I'm now out here in the yard and thrown the ball a few times for Batman, and now he's come back up the hill and he's left the ball about halfway down the hill because something caught his attention. Isn't it, Bat? Where'd you leave your ball? It was funny, after yesterday's one where he gave up, I met him about halfway on the hill and we ended up playing for ages. Just me throwing it up in the air and him running and grabbing it, bringing it back, running and grabbing it, bringing it back, catching it on the full, catching it on the bounce, over and over and over. And I think it was because he didn't have to run up the hill all the time because I was down halfway down the yard. I considered setting those pickets up again, but even though it's like a beautiful looking day, it's really too cold to be spraying. Like it'll take too long to dry. Meant to get nice weather next week, some warmer days. Gonna get your ball again?